Today's the day eligibility expands for the coronavirus vaccine. What you need to know right now. Heading back to school after spring break, where you can go to get tested for COVID this morning. Plus,
it's taken some time, but great progress being made here.
A local restaurant overcoming floods and pandemics to return to the community stronger than ever. It's time to wake up Mid-Michigan. It's Monday, April 5th.
With coverage you can count on, this is WNEMTV5 News.
Yes, all right. Good morning to all of you and happy Monday. Thanks so much for waking up with TV5 and inviting us into your home. I'm Blake Keller. Colette is off today. Meteorologist John Gross also here this morning, where you're tracking some much needed rain off to our west. It's coming.
It is. It's on the way, and it's been abnormally dry across the region. We just have not had a lot of rain.
Yeah.
So it's going to be some beneficial rain, definitely. So just in time for a Monday, right?
Yeah,
we had a great weekend. Plenty of sun. It was nice the other few days.
And now I can stay inside for a few days.
And now you can stay inside. And we were talking about some Netflix shows earlier, so perfect time to do so.
All right.
But if you do got to step out here pretty soon, work or school, just make sure you got the rain gear on standby, because we got some showers and even a few thunderstorms possibly as we're going later on throughout this morning and into the afternoon. As of right now, Pinpoint Doppler live from MBS this morning keeps us dry across the region, but obviously you can see here on the western side of the state there is some shower activity as well as a few embedded thunderstorms near Ludington, Muskegon. That's all going to be moving our way over the next several hours, so that is what we will continue to track for you as we go throughout a Monday. Sky Tracker is going to keep us in this active pattern. We're just going to have several more chances, not only as we go throughout Monday, but into the upcoming week for just more rain. But it's been abnormally dry, so it's going to be some beneficial rain nonetheless. Temperatures out the door right now, 6 o'clock. It's 46 in Midland. We got 50 already in Flint, 51 in Owasso, 40 in Bad Axe, Sandusky, 39 to the north, and West Branch, 47 right now in Houghton Lake. As we go later on into this afternoon, it's going to be another mild day. We're talking numbers into the lower 60s for most of us. However, kind of similar to what we had yesterday for Easter Sunday. If you're closer to the lake shore, definitely could be held back a good 5 or 10 degrees into the 50s. We'll quickly take a look at your live on-time traffic across the roads this morning. Good news is no accidents or incidents to report, and roadways are dry as of right now, so main morning commute should be in pretty good shape. We'll continue to track those showers and thunderstorms for you coming up in just a little bit. Blake, back to you.
Very good, John. Thank you. Cairo Community Schools announcing on Saturday they will be going virtual starting tomorrow, April 6th, until next Friday, the 16th. All schools in the district will be completely virtual, returning to in-person on the 19th. In a letter to the community, the district's Board of Education says the increasing number of COVID cases in Tuscola County is the reason for the switch. Now, they also say the end date for virtual learning is subject to change. TV5 will continue to monitor this, and we'll let you know if anything changes. On the vaccine front, it is a good day to get vaccinated. Today, all Michiganders 16 and up are now eligible to get the COVID-19 vaccine. Here to tell us more on what this means for you is TV5's Kendall Keys. Hey, Kendall, good morning.
Good morning, Blake. That's right. Today is the day. Governor Whitmer announced last month that today, April 5th, would expand vaccine eligibility to all Michiganders 16 and up. Since that announcement in March, eligibility has slowly increased to mitigate the flood of people getting their shot. Starting with those most at risk, elderly residents and frontline workers, moving to those with disabilities and other workers who weren't included in that initial round. All the while, Governor Whitmer has continued to promote the vaccine as the key to getting back to normal, saying the vaccine is, quote, the most effective way to protect you, your family, and others from the virus. It'll help the country get back to normal and help the economy. With the expanded vaccine eligibility, providers are still encouraged to schedule appointments and allocate vaccinations to residents based on the highest risk. So it may still be a while until you can get your shot. But now that more Michiganders are eligible, here's what you need to do to get the vaccine. Check your local health department's website to register. Check additional vaccination sites like Meijer or Rite Aid. And on another important note, even once you have been vaccinated, health experts say you should continue to practice preventative measures. So wear a mask, stay socially distant, and wash your hands. Reporting in studio, I'm Kendall Keys, WNEM TV5.
All right, Kendall, thank you for breaking that down. Well, there was a pop-up coronavirus testing site in Mount Pleasant yesterday. As people return from spring break travel, organizers say now is the most vital time to get tested.
There has been another uptick in COVID, and getting tested, especially with all these people coming back from vacation, coming back or spending the holidays, you want to make sure that the kids are going to be safe to go back to school.
And if you didn't get a chance to get tested yesterday, don't worry. You can still find a testing site near you online. Just head to the hot links section of WNEM.com for more information. Meanwhile, health officials say despite eligibility opening up, the state anticipates it may take several weeks for everyone who wishes to get a vaccine to have an appointment. As of April 1st, more than 35% of residents have gotten their first dose. More than 21% of Michiganders ages 16 and up are fully vaccinated. In total for the U.S., 161 million doses have been administered, with more than 60 million Americans now fully vaccinated. According to the CDC, more than 4 million doses of the vaccine were administered Saturday, and that is a brand new record. That brings the 7-day average to more than 3 million per day, with a new surge of cases being reported. Health officials are hoping the pace of vaccinations will outpace the spread of the virus. Continuing coverage right now, hundreds of Florida residents remain under an evacuation order this morning as efforts continue to prevent a toxic flood along the Gulf Coast. Naomi Ruckham has the details.
Workers are scrambling to head off a potential disaster at a wastewater holding pond near Tampa Bay.
A leak in the containment wall has been ongoing at the Piney Point facility over the past week.
The 77-acre pond contains millions of gallons of toxic water from a phosphate plant that once occupied the site. The fear is that the leak might develop into a breach that would flood the surrounding area.
The greatest concern at the moment for human health and safety is the risk of an uncontrolled discharge.
Engineers were unable to plug the leak, and the decision was made to evacuate nearby homes and businesses.
I am happy to report that no news is good news. We have thankfully avoided uncontrolled breach that would have endangered people and property in the evacuation zone.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis declared a state of emergency in 3 counties near the pond.
What we're looking at now is trying to prevent and respond to, if need be, a real catastrophic flood situation.
Water is now being pumped out of the pond at a rate of about 22,000 gallons a minute. Officials said it would take until Tuesday to remove enough water to prevent a breach. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
Thankfully for at least Manatee County, officials say the leak poses no danger to the local water supply. More local news now. Definitely a daily stroll through a Michigan neighborhood has turned into a bigger mission of beautifying the community for one local family. Now, they tell TV5 they hope their effort of picking up the trash off the street inspires others to do the same.
Stop. Get the garbage. Put it in the bucket.
Those 3 simple steps have become routine for the Buckinger family during every stroll around the neighborhood.
It seems like everyone throws their trash out. I've said this for years. I'm like, it's so disturbing.
Trash piling up on the streets of Saginaw. It's something the family noticed during their daily walks. And instead of stepping over it, they're taking matters into their own hands, literally.
I'll do it when I take the kids for a walk and throw it in the bottom of the stroller, and then I throw it in our garbage can. 2-year-old
Jasper enjoys cleaning up the neighborhood while riding his scooter. So young, but so aware of the problem.
Trash yesterday, and there's a short trash along the road.
He always says, there's so much garbage, let's throw it away.
His parents hoping this will be a lifelong lesson for him.
I hope he learns to not throw stuff on the ground just to find a garbage can.
And also the community.
The city needs a lot of work, and I think we as a community have to come together to make that happen.
That was Jamie Sherrod reporting. What a cute little 2-year-old doing great work in the community. TV5 News Time, 6:09. A local eatery hit hard by last year's flood and the pandemic and now making a comeback. We'll take a look at their reopening day in our next half hour. But first, a fizzy feud, what some Georgia state lawmakers are doing in response to criticism from Coca-Cola.